Hi everybody, welcome to Live with Chaudhry. We're here at DDF Summit in Berlin. It's day 2, and this man looking very nervous in front of me is
not nervous at all, right? Whatever.
From Mark Allen conferences, and he is the senior conference producer.
Yep.
For the DDF Summit. So first of all, Ahmed, Assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Alaikum salam, all good, all good.
Well, it's been a long time since you and I have caught up actually. In fact, the last time I saw you was here.
Here 2 years ago.
In 2020,
yep.
Before we went into lockdown.
That's true. It was, I think it was about a couple of weeks before European countries all over the place started shutting their borders, and there was about 100 people in there. But it's a lot busier now.
It is, exactly. Yeah. So, first question for you then, my friend, is how have things changed in terms of organising the event since pre-pandemic? Because obviously now you have the digital element as well as the in-person element. So for you putting this event together, how different has it been to previous events?
Obviously the digital stuff and the virtual conferences were sort of necessary, but there's nothing like having people here and mixing and you know, having a chat and having a coffee or whatever. So it's definitely good to have that back. And yeah, we've tried to minimize the virtual stuff. I think across the 3 days, we've only got maybe 3 presentations that are virtual, and all 3 of those are because the speaker is just overseas, or they've had, you know, for whatever reason they can't make it. But everybody else is back in person, and I think that's what people want. People seem to be very happy about it. Speakers, attendees, sponsors, everyone.
Now, one question I can ask you is, because I know various event organisers have looked at this different ways. So, from your point of view, now that we've gone back to in-person events, do you have a virtual audience, or is it, or how is it working now with the content? Is it available on demand afterwards if people want to access it, or how does that work? Yeah,
so the virtual element is not there, so you can't stream this event and watch it live digitally, but the on-demand stuff is. So if you attended this conference or you wanted to attend but you couldn't, you'll get most of the presentations to view on demand with the voiceover, and I think actually with video, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. Well, I'm getting quoted, but I think it's available with the video as well. And yeah, you can watch it. You can on your laptop as many times as you want. But yeah, no streaming, which I think pushes people to be here in person, which is a general idea, and which is why people are happy about this event.
Fantastic. Now, from an organiser's point of view and a producer point of view, obviously a lot has happened since the last live event in terms of what's been happening in the industry, you know, vaccines and all the other stuff. So how has that impacted you in terms of the content that you've put together for this year's event?
So in terms of vaccines, we've had 2 companies here today which were involved in making vaccines for COVID, and they're both speaking not necessarily on their vaccines but broadly on the technologies that went into those kind of vaccines. So we've had AstraZeneca speak about 10-15 minutes ago, and we've also had earlier in the morning BioNTech speak as well. So it was actually the vice president from BioNTech who spoke, and the rooms were oversubscribed. I mean, you probably saw me earlier. I had to go in and get some extra chairs, doing my workout there, dragging them into that room. So yeah. Those kind of topics are, you know, are much more of interest to people. Whether that's to do with the COVID business, I'm not sure. I think just those technologies have sort of come of age, and then they're just more popular in general.
Right. Now, for those people who are not here though, so can you just quickly run through the tracks that you've got running this week? Okay.
So yeah. So. As always with DDF, you've got 4 rooms, room 1, 2, 3 and 4 around the corner. 1, small molecules, 2, biologics. 3, we've got tech and innovation, which is sort of a bit of everything. And then 4, we've got devices and combination products. They're not ranked in order of importance or anything. That's just the way that the hotel is built. And yeah, that's how we've split it up.
Right. And from your perspective, what have been some of the highlights in terms of some of the topics covered this year?
Difficult to choose without upsetting anyone. I'll base it on what's been interesting to me most, so that way I don't sort of get too involved in anything else. Yeah. So I really like the panel discussion that we had in the morning of day one. It was all on AI and machine learning. So it's a big topic. It's becoming more and more important. And we had a bunch of people on there from different companies. So we had Boeing, Ingelheim, Bayer, Janssen, and Lonza, all sitting on that panel discussion. And they were talking about how AI and machine learning is going to change formulation effectively. Another one that was of interest, obviously, was BioNTech's presentation. That was on nanoparticle drug delivery. Nanoparticles in general have been sort of, over the past past 4 or 5 years, just getting more and more important to DDF, and increasingly so every year. You know, probably 4 years ago, we had a presentation there, and there was only about 20 people in the room. Now, carrying chairs, so it's completely different. And then oral delivery of biologics. That's another area that's sort of kicking off, we could say. We've had quite a few speakers speak on that. So we've had a fireside chat without the fire on day one afternoon between a few of our speakers, and then we had another presentation this morning from Vivtex, and Thomas flew in all the way from Boston, I believe, just to be here. And then tomorrow morning we've got the keynote also on oral delivery of biologics. That's by Bayer. So yeah, it's a big topic that's growing every year.
Fantastic. Now let's look ahead to later in the year. I know you've got the US version.
Do indeed.
In person.
In person.
San Diego, sunny San Diego.
Sunny San Diego, exactly that.
So when is that?
Yeah, so before we got to that, just so you know, everyone knows, DDF in America flips between the East Coast and West Coast every year. So this year, obviously, we're in San Diego. Last year, we were in Boston. Next year, we'll be in Boston again. So San Diego and Boston are both very nice hubs for the pharma industry. So next year, let me just remind myself. Oh, sorry, this year it's in September, the 26th and the 27th in San Diego.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And when is next year's DDF Summit in Berlin?
Oh, in Berlin. So, traditionally we've been in March, but we like the weather so much that we've actually tried to shift it a bit. So we're starting off on the 31st of May, and then we're carrying on through to the 2nd of June. So it's 3 days again, 31st of May to the 2nd of June.
Same venue?
Most likely, yes, it usually is. It's a good venue, right in the middle of Berlin, and it's going to be sunny.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right, well look,
yeah.
It's lovely to see you, my friend.
Likewise.
Thank you for giving that overview of DDF Summit.
Thank you very much.
And the topics. So there you go, viewers. If you are here, then obviously you know how good it is, but it has been a great event so far.
Yes.
Lots of interesting topics, lots of great conversations, I know, because I filmed it, and lots of people meeting each other, and Ahmed's just nodding to people as they walk by. And so
got to be done.
There's lots of great content, lots of great conversations going on. So if you're here, carry on to enjoy them. If you're not here, then make sure you check out.
Why aren't you here? You should be here.
I would say that, but if you're not here but you'd like to know more, then obviously check out the DDF website to learn more about the San Diego event and also next year's event. So Ahmed, thank you once again. I'll leave you to get back to some work, and thank you viewers for watching.
Thank you.
Until next time, stay well and stay safe. Bye bye.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.